Okay, what is going on, everybody? I'm Eric, you're watching Flow Bass. Today we're going to be doing a Lucky Tackle Box Slam. Now, this is a little informal. It's in my car right now. The forecast isn't looking too good. It's supposed to rain all day, so I've got a very small window to get this done for you guys. But with that being said, it is the beginning of tropical storm season, and Hurricane Harvey just made landfall over Corpus Christi, Texas. So anyone in that area who's watching, I wish you all the best of luck. I'm going to say a prayer for you guys. Category 4 is no joke. I've lived through about 12 hurricanes here in Florida, and you definitely need to watch yourself. Been pretty lucky personally, but I've known some people who haven't been too lucky in these hurricanes. So again, wish you all the best of luck. You guys in the Guggen house, you guys are going to get a bunch of rain. It's not going to be too bad for you, so you don't have to worry about changing your underwear anytime soon. But yeah, guys, it's going to rain real soon, so I'm going to put the GoPro on my chest, hop on the longboard. I got a quick little trip across the street, and we're just going to get down and dirty and do this. Again, don't know how much time I have, so it's going to be a real basic video, nothing too fancy for you guys this time, but I've got plenty more footage to spice up for you. So I'll see you on the GoPro. All right, got 2 rods, got my Lucky Tackle Box. Let's do this. We're going for it. Oh, can we make it? Oh, we got a little wet. All right, guys, we're at the first spot, and it looks awesome. Definitely a lot of grass, a lot of hydrilla. Looking pretty good. So, when you go fishing, don't forget your fishing license. Always have that on hand with your ID. You never know what you're gonna run into. Last thing you need is a ticket. We've got the Lucky Tackle Box. This thing has come a long way. My subscribers probably know I went through a really weird move. I kind of had no choice. So I had to pack up my crap and go, change my address, and this thing took forever to get here. It's the last week of August. It's the last few days of August. But of course, guys, can't see my address, sorry. But you can see that that has not been opened. I never open these things until I get here. I bring a couple rods and just go for it. So, knife, open, let's do this. All right, so get a good angle for you guys, opening the Lucky Tackle Box for the first time. All right, got a bunch of good stuff here, always. Oh, I got a nice koozie. I have about 150 of these things. I have a drawer for nothing but koozies because I just end up getting so many. And again, right off the bat, deep diving crankbait. This is probably not going to happen. This thing dives up to 25 feet. Are you kidding me? Most ponds around here are maximum 6 feet deep. Put that guy aside. Oh, this is a familiar sight. Got some trapper hooks. These are tiny little hooks. Number 2 drop shot live bait hooks. All right, guys, we're just briefly going through this box to see what we have. I'll do a review at the end. And check this thing out. This is one of those new Lunker Hunt froglets. Yeah, you can like walk the dog on this thing, but it's a hollow body. I'm putting this on first, so we'll put that over there. And then, of course, live target shad. Very nice bait. Definitely excited to throw that. Looks like some lizards here. All right. All right, some Mustad stand-up hooks. Might pair up with the lizard. We'll try that.
Oops.
And then some ultra live baits. Okay, I might try and wacky rig this with those drop shot hooks from Trapper. So I'm gonna put everything in here, including my fishing license and identification, and let's do this, guys. All right, guys, so I got a loop knot tied onto this Lunker Hunt. Initial impressions, though, this thing's got some really light wire hooks. Not 100% confident in this bait just based off of, you know, getting it in my hands, but it could fish totally way better than my initial assumption. Oh, this is a snakehead. Yeah, this is a snakehead, guys. Oh man, I didn't want to catch a snake. Yep, look at that. Little guy. I wasn't sure if there was going to be snakeheads in here. We're not really East Boca, we're not really West Boca, we're in between. Oh. This guy got tore up in his mouth. Man, I hope these hooks aren't bent. Look at that angry little face. Guys, it's the little ones you got to watch out for. Look at that. Look at that monster fish. Look at him. So I've said it in a couple other videos before, I don't count snakeheads for my Lucky Tackle Box Slam. Pretty much bass or peacock is what I'm going for. So we're gonna keep on fishing, hopefully. I don't know, those hooks look pretty tore up. Well guys, after trying to fish this thing after the snakehead, I just now realized this bait's done. The body got tore, and every time after like a couple casts, these hooks slide all the way up in here, and the bait just starts walking underneath the water, and it's not working. So I think this bait's done after that snakehead. So I'm gonna put this down, try a couple of the other baits, and then maybe we'll pick this guy back up and see if we can catch a bass on it later, if I can work around that tear. This thing's not even... So you take care of that. Ah, great. Hi, puppy dog. Oh, it's okay. Hey, puppy.
Oh,
Hey, little butt wagger.
we're still in training.
That's all right.
Alright. Caught anything?
No, not yet.
Alright, well, good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I might have caught something if you didn't have your dog chase the ducks into the water. Just saying. Oh, no. I just caught a peacock. No, I can't believe it. I can't believe I just hooked them. Look, they're fired up right now. Look. Oh my gosh. That's peacock mentality for you. And that's not how you do it. Great. Are you kidding me? This is like a baby backlash. God damn it. Oh man, I got nailed. I was backlashed and I just got nailed by this bass. Oh my gosh, you guys. Would you look at that? So that worm that came in the box that I didn't even think was gonna get anything caught the biggest bass that I've seen in this pond so far. And I was just dead sticking it. I had like a stupid backlash. It was probably the most ridiculous backlash ever. And I was just dead sticking it, and all of a sudden the rod almost got ripped out of my hand. I can't believe that. And of course the trapper tackle hook, you know, I've never used the drop shot or live bait hooks, and this thing's tiny. And he got him right in the corner of the mouth, as you guys can see. Wow. So just to make sure that's not a fluke, I'm letting this guy go right now. See you later. I'm gonna take care of this backlash and go put on another worm and do the same thing and just dead stick it. That's absolutely ridiculous. I can't believe I caught that on camera.
They hate it.
Alright guys, so if you haven't seen my review of these trapper tackle hooks, I didn't review these drop shot or live bait ones, more typically of what I would use, which is, you know, like a 3/0 through 5/0. But anyways, if you guys haven't seen it, the link's in the description. I highly recommend you check them out. It is interesting. It's a little bit of a long video, but definitely watch it all the way through if you've got a good like 28 minutes of your life to spare. It's definitely worth the watch and very enlightening. Small bass I just spooked out of the grass. I got him. Are you kidding me? This thing works? This actually works. You guys, look at that trapper tackle hook. These things work so well. Guys, watch my review, go out and buy trapper tackle hooks and throw away all your other ones. I'm telling you, these things are insane how well they work. That do-nothing worm caught this guy. And it wasn't a fluke because I just did it twice. One by accident and one on purpose. All right, guys. Well, that does it for this pond. I was able to bang out that little worm. Could not believe I caught a fish on that. Absolutely just flabbergasted. I'm gonna rig up those lizards on those mustad hooks and hopefully, you know, find a new pond that produces, catch a little bit bigger fish. Well, those would help. All right. Wow, these lizards, excuse me, they look great. That's nice. I'm fishing some pretty tannic looking water, so this black should do really well. And yeah, they've got a really nice garlic scent, so I'm pretty confident with these. I would really prefer to pair these up with like a trapper tackle hook, like a 4/0, maybe even a 5/0. But you know, I want to stay as true to the challenge as possible and use everything that comes in the box. Oh, there's a big old piece of timber. Damn. I was in there. There was a fish in this. I don't know how big it was or what it was exactly. I don't know if you guys caught that, but the rod definitely dipped. Oh, here's the rain. One more cast, one more cast. Oh, the rain's coming. Here it comes. Oh yeah, it's right behind me. I'm screwed. I'm about to get soaked. I put the rain gear on and look what happens. That's typical. It's supposed to rain from now all the way till evening. Whatever, it's on. I'm not taking it off. I'm gonna just keep on fishing. I got the waterproof housing in my pocket just in case, so do this. Oh, this is a snakehead. Damn it. Oh, I didn't know there were snakeheads in here either. Damn it. I can't get away from these guys. He came out and just absolutely destroyed it. Oh, man. Oh, this guy doesn't count. We got him by the skin of his teeth, too. Quite literally. There he goes. See you later. It was going to be hard to keep him pegged on this. Man, I was hoping that was a bass. It had such a nice weight to it when I reeled tight. Oh well, didn't destroy the hook. Well, definitely dulled the hook point. All right, not bad. At least it's a little bit of a confidence boost, you know, getting, at least, you know, I got to reel tight on a fish. All right, guys, we are spot hopping like crazy. I don't know if we're gonna be able to complete this slam. This low pressure system's really shutting down the bite everywhere. You know, it was real finessey in the morning. I was able to catch those bass. And if I would have seen more decent bass, I guarantee you I could have gotten them to eat. Got this tiny itty bitty canal that I like to go here every once in a while. I don't try and beat it up too much. Not too many people fish this.
But I actually like to catch them on like a Zoom horny toad. They tear them up on top water in this canal when it's not covered in algae and grass. They like moving baits in here, so hopefully we'll be able to put something together. Man, a few people have gone through the secret passage. I don't know what that means exactly, if it's just people taking shortcuts or what. I came here a few months ago and it was completely covered in grass and algae. So it's definitely cleared up, but the water's real cloudy. Oh, there we go. Snakehead. Damn it. Oh, you guys hear that snakehead rip drag? Oh, man. I've fished this dozens of times. This is the first time I've caught a snakehead in here. Man, I can't get away from these guys today. I'm not trying to catch these guys. Oh man, this, for a little fish, this guy's tough. He's really ripping drag. Can't believe I got him with this swim bait too. It's hard enough to catch a bass, and I'm catching snakes. Wow, this guy's got some freaking power. He's tiny. Man. Oh, come on. I'm trying to wear him out real good so I can get him up here. I just gotta flip him up the bank. This is 17-pound Stren fluoro. I don't know how well it's gonna hold with this guy thrashing like this. Although he's got nothing but the bait in his mouth. So I think we'll be okay. As long as he doesn't thrash too much. Nope. Okay. Hey, he's actually pretty heavy for how big he is. All right. Oh yeah, his jaw's all tore up. His jaw's actually separating from his mouth. So there you go. Decent snake. 3 pounds-ish. Hell of a fight though. Man, I couldn't believe it. Yeah, see right there? His jaw starting to separate from his mouth. I mean, that's what happens. There's just a very, very small membrane that attaches their lips to their face. You gotta hook set them right through the head where all this bone is. Hear that? Put up a good fight, buddy. See you later. So I don't want anybody to misunderstand me. I love catching snakeheads. I target them. You know, not as often as I did, but I definitely target them. You know, since I started doing YouTube, I haven't really actually went out and targeted snakeheads. I should do that. They're a great fish to catch. They taste great, amazing to eat. But I'm not after them today. So that's all. I just don't want anybody to get the wrong idea. I'm a multi-species angler. I love catching those fish, but that's not what I'm after today. Lucky Tackle Box Slam is about largemouth and the occasional peacock bass if I can get one to bite. That bait held up pretty good. There's some teeth marks. Of course, I got skin and stuff all over it. That's not too bad for a snakehead. All right, well, keep on throwing and see what happens. Hopefully we can get into a bass. That's what, 3 snakeheads today and only 2 bass. So hopefully we'll change that. Oh, geez. Oh, guys, I'm screwed. Well, it doesn't look like anybody lives here. So I'm going under these trees real quick. All right, guys. That's it. LTV Slam's over. This rain is gonna last for the rest of the day. I gave it my best shot. I gotta put you guys away because I don't have my waterproof case on my person. It's back in the car and I've got like a 1/4 mile walk to do, maybe a 1/2 mile. Thanks for making it this far. If you're still watching, I'm gonna do a review on all the baits. I'm gonna find a nice dry place, break out the big camera and talk to you about, you know, what I think about these baits and everything like that. And I've got some interesting things to say about a couple of them. So see you in a second. What's going on, everybody? It is the next day. Floyd Mayweather remains undefeated. I was on Team McGregor, but hey, what can you do? He was expected to win anyways. So let's talk about these baits. First one I want to talk to you about is that crazy looking Lunker Hunt hollow body deal. This guy right here. So I caught a snakehead on it, didn't catch any bass. I really like how this walks the dog. It walks the dog amazing. And of course it's hollow body, so you can pause it and work it as fast or slow as you want.
This thing comes with some pretty light wire hooks, so I wasn't really too impressed with that, and the hooks dulled on the very first fish that I caught. Other than that though, I had another concern that the hooks would not actually be exposed very well when the fish bites. They're really short, even though they are already pointed upwards from the factory. The bait looked awesome and it worked really well. Again, my problem was that the body tore when I caught that snakehead. Now granted, snakeheads are more aggressive than bass, but if you catch a pretty sizable bass, I'm willing to bet the same exact thing would happen. So something not really a great design in my opinion, although this is a really cool looking bait and it worked amazing. Again, the walk the dog action was by far the key benefit of this bait. So let's talk about the Bass Attacker Lizard that I paired up with that Mustad. It was a 1/4 ounce stand-up hook. I feel like the hook was a little bit too small for this bait, but again, I wanted to be as true to the slam as possible, so I used everything in the box with the baits that came in there. But other than that, the hook actually worked pretty great. It did make this lizard stand up, even though this isn't really a floating bait. And something I really like about the lizard is that it is infused with this really strong garlic scent. It smells great, even though there's still a little bit of an underlying scent of the rubber. The garlic definitely masked that very well. So super impressed. The tails were a little folded in the package and there was creases in them, which isn't really a deal breaker, but something I might want to think about in the future. Now the next bait is a really freaking weird one. It's from Ultra Live Baits. It's this little nightcrawler worm thing. There's no name on the package, so I didn't look it up. I'm a little lazy, guys. But anyways, this bait comes freaking doused in scent. I mean, they pour so much into the package and it drips everywhere, but it doesn't smell super horrible. Just gets all over the place. Now this bait is the most do-nothing weird bait I've ever seen, and it is a fish catching machine. I mean, it drew fish in from, you know, depths I couldn't even see them at. And you guys saw I was just dead sticking that bait. It was sitting there on the ground as I was backlashed, and a bass picked it up and almost ripped the rod out of my hand. So even though this bait looks stupid and they come curled in the package, which doesn't make any sense to me, but then again, it does look kind of like a night crawler, so maybe that does make sense. I paired up the worm with the number 2 Trapper Tackle live bait / drop shot hook. Now, if you guys know me, you've seen some of my previous videos, I love Trapper Tackle hooks. I've basically switched out my entire arsenal of hooks to Trapper Tackle with the exception of a few swim bait hooks. They work amazing. Now, I've never used their smaller hooks, and I couldn't be more impressed with how well it trapped these fish. Got some in the corner of the mouth, some it kind of skin hooked them inside the mouth, but they worked amazing. You know, I thought I gut hooked that one fish that I was dead sticking. Who knows how long he had it in his mouth, and it worked perfectly. Did not gut hook. Now, I'm sure it is possible to gut hook these fish, but I'm super impressed with them anyways. So the next bait, which I didn't use, was the Jenko deep diving crankbait. This thing dives up to 25 feet. There's an amazing paint job on this. I really like the eyes, they look great. It looks like the fish is kind of looking back at the predator, you know, because it's aware it's about to be eaten, so that's pretty cool. Comes with some stout VMC hooks, I really like that. And other than that, it looks awesome, but I can't use it. Last but certainly not least is the Live Target Threadfin Shad swim bait. These baits are super awesome. I've used them in the past. Now, they come with a really stout hook on them, so you're gonna need a stiffer rod to you know, basically penetrate these fish's mouths. If you use something with too fast of an action, you just really don't get a good hook set on them. Now, personally, I like to use a heavy action or a medium heavy with a moderate bend, and just load up on the fish. Don't pile drive them with a crazy hook set. That just seems to work best for me. Now, of course, I didn't catch a bass on this, caught a snakehead, and it didn't get tore up too bad. Even though the snakehead basically just had the bait in its mouth, it lasted pretty good. Now these baits, which what I really don't like is they smell a lot like plastic right out of the package. And I mean, this bait's been out for a while and it still just has a very plasticky smell. So, you know, if a bass is gonna hold on to it for that long, I really don't think so. Now these baits don't have a lot of action to them. It's all in the tail and that's it. They just swim in a very straight line, very subtle action, but that tail is super thick and it definitely makes some thumps. You can feel it in the rod tip if you have a sensitive enough rod. And I mean, I guess that's all you need because it works great. And I really like the innovative design of the weed guard, how it's, you know, the dorsal fin is the weed guard. It worked pretty well. I was throwing this in some pretty crummy water and with a lot of algae and some grass, and it came through perfect. Couldn't be happier with this bait. You know, it's always going to be in my arsenal personally, so if it's not in yours, definitely go out and buy one. They're a little on the expensive side, but sometimes you can find a deal, and it's definitely worth it. But I appreciate you guys watching so much. You know what to do. I post videos every week, so hit that subscribe button, and if you hit the thumbs up button, that would really help. It would actually expose my videos to a lot more audiences. I know I've gotten a couple comments where people are surprised I only have I've got under 80 subscribers as I make this video. So, you know, I'd really appreciate your subscription. I make some pretty awesome content. Right now I've just got 2 GoPros. Now I know I'm doing this on a big camera, but I've got a lot of footage from just the GoPros left to edit for you guys, and then we'll transition over to, you know, the big camera with doing really high quality vlogs and some really weird stuff and some fun stuff too, to help you, you know, kind of see fishing in a different light. Not anything crazy like, you know, Monster Mike or Catch 'em All, nothing over the top and super ridiculous, and just, you know, I take fishing seriously, but it also is an outlet for me. It's a form of meditation, and it's just super fun. I love it. So anyways, guys, hit that subscribe button, and maybe you too will see how awesome fishing is if you're not into it. And if you are, just come along in this journey with me, guys. I can't wait to bring you to some of these places that I'm going to be going to and show you some of these fish and things that I plan on doing and catching. So anyways, I love you so much. Peace out.